Hey Scorpio, welcome to Eternally Tarot. We're going to pull on the second half of February and see what we have coming out for you. I'm going to kick it off with the Gypsy Witch. See what's happening here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. The woman, the rose, the fish, and the broken mirror. All right, so we're going to clarify this a little bit too, but we have the woman, the rose, and the fishums. So that is, there's some kind of emotion that someone has. It feels like, you know, the rose can be an offer, but it's also that feeling of like taking the good and taking the bad, like the Facts of Life song. And we'll clarify a little bit more because it can be kind of, you know, either you or a situation you're in overall that you see this happening. But somebody feels like they're given or something's not as easy as it should be because the fish puts you into some kind of emotion because it runs underneath, right? So broken mirror means that perspective is changing. It's, for me, it's similar to the hangman. People say, oh, it's bad luck because you're breaking a mirror. No, it's like what happens to a mirror when you break it. It's never going to go back the same way again, and you can never look into it the same way that you would before. So we're going to look at this. The pig. Emotion-wise, you think something's going to make you happy. You think if you do a certain thing, but it's not, I know snakes aren't slimy, but like I said, there is this kind of like energy, but you just want this calm, you know, that dog energy, that loyal, truthful, you know, coming at you straight. But here's the birds. People can get in the birds a lot, and for me, that's people just chirping, or you're finally getting a message about stuff. But here is the wine clarifying on the roses. That is something feels good. Like I said, you take the good, you take the bad, but you know, I can have a bottle of wine now, but then I have a 3-day hangover the next day. So it's like, which one are you going to have a good time and then have suckiness on the back end, or are you going to, like, you know, there's something that is hidden, because books are knowledge, that this is something you either know or it's something that you are not being exposed to, or someone's not saying, or something's not doing, because the book is closed. You can't read it when it's closed. So, you know, someone's not being open about stuff. With the mice, yeah. So it's totally, if it's you, you're holding back and you're not giving up on, you know, particular information, and you're just like, mom's the word, baby. Because here's the fox. I feel like this person or yourself doesn't feel comfortable giving it all out right now. Like, if they want to be loyal, if they want to have this happy piggy, you know, good situation, they don't know how to give it up, or you don't know how to give it up or express it and get beyond it. So maybe this mirror is that new perspective of train track's all about doing things the right way. So what are we doing the right way? I feel like there's this waiting where you're just watching. You're kind of letting it ride, and you're hoping for the best. You're taking the good, you're taking the bad, because you want that new start with the children. There is that start of, see, you know, you want the new start, but it always kind of backslides into the cats. I love cats, but for this deck, this is kind of like that, you know how you pet a cat and everything's fine, and then they're like, no, done, and then like you start ripping your hands apart. Like, I've had enough. You might be reaching that cat point of, you know, that was lovely, but now I'm just going to rip your hand apart. I'm going to attack your feet. There's that defensive energy with the lion. Yeah, so you're literally 2 cats back to back. So it is that defensive, like, I'll take your hand off. Watch me, because there's the fire. I feel like something is going, there's a flashpoint coming where you can no longer be complacent. You can no longer kind of just let stuff slide. You just want things done right, and you want them done well, and, you know, you will, you know, because it's important and you need to keep things safe. So I just feel this real strong energy of like, it's fine until it's not. And get ready for when it's not. Because Scorpio is going to tell you about it. And watch out for your hands. So I know it seems like a thick message, but let's go to the tarot and see. Speaking of cats, if you hear a rustle, and my two furry crazies are running around right now. If you hear any thudding, it's them. Okay, so that was too much. But we have Five of Wands. This is like a real big theme right now, is this kind of confusion, this kind of kerfuffle. I'm not going to say it's bad, but it's like the shakeup has to come. The status quo has got to get knocked on its tush before the new stuff can ride out. So we have the Lovers and the Two of Cups. So yeah, the Lovers is a decision. The Two is a decision. This seems all fine and happy, good time. But what decision are we going to make? And we're going to pull the next round of stuff. So Gemini, if you're looking for signs, but let's see. So that seems nice. So you're confused about the situation. Oh my gosh, this is like you feel trapped by it with this Eight of Swords. There's, you need to get yourself out of it, but how do you do it? Because you're kind of in it, and you're kind of the Queen of Wands, she's a boss lady, right? But she kind of just is acting sometimes, especially if you're putting it with the Eight of Swords energy. There's like, okay, all right, we're doing this now, we're doing this now, we're doing this now, with the Ace of Pentacles, because this is, I mean, she's literally like, look at this Ace of Pentacles, do you mind? You want all that stability stuff. You want that, you can count on somebody. You want the Two of Cups. You want that nice Lovers. So what is the outcome for this stuff? King of Pentacles, hi. This is the stable person card. This is, who you'd want to be around. The energy that you would want to be in is not this, in, out. I'm stable. I'm not stable. I got my act together. I don't got my act together. Let me clarify this Lovers and Two of Cups. What about them? Temperance. You want the balance. Sag as well. But you want that balance, that give, the take, that, being able to literally mix it up and make something. And I never really noticed this, but there's joy, justice, anger, and sorrow. Like, you're getting the whole enchilada, because you have joy and justice, which is nice, right? And then you have anger and sorrow, and it's all getting blended up in there. So, like I said, you take the good, you take the bad. King of Pentacles, give me that. Give me what about this dude? Or person. Whatever. Okay. This is a pretty big chunk, so we are going to reset this one. But the gist was basically like, you have no more of it. Knight of Swords. So you want this King of Pentacles, but this Knight of Swords, like, he's not, like, look at, he's got the bad boy. Like, you have this nice, like, I'm just going to hang out with my dog on my lounge and smoke my pipe. Then you have this guy with a switchblade who's like, I'm just going to cause trouble. That's my job, is trouble. And still, people are swooning over it. So, yeah, there's that duality again of, like, good boy, bad boy, or, good person, bad person situation. There's excitement attached to it, though, which is kind of what's making it a little difficult to free out and be like, no, I'll totally settle for the guy with the dog sitting on the couch and smoking a pipe. That totally looks like way more fun than a guy on a motorcycle. Okay. So ultimately, I'm thinking, what are we doing here? Nine of Wands. There's that defensive energy again. The Emperor Aries, which is gaining control of kind of the externals of it with the Four of Swords. I think you're going to feel it's not going to feel good. Like, it's getting out of this Eight of Swords. You might have to pull yourself out into the Four of Swords and kind of, once again, take yourself out of the fray. And this Queen of Swords, she's going to have to slice and dice. Holy moly. I just want to point this out. Where did you go? Remember how I did that whole shtick about you need to prune the roses? What is she doing? She's literally lobbing that off. What did you get back there? The rose. Yeah, so you know what? These cards have a weird way of echoing themselves. And yeah, so you are going to have to kind of slice and dice a situation, dissect it. If someone has shown you who they are, as much as that sucks, it just might be the way they are. So I was going to say, what can Scorpio do? Four of Wands. You need that stability. All right, that's too many. But what is the advice? What is the advice? You need to work on your four corners, and these are the ones that tried to come out before. All right, Page of Wands, the Tower of the World. I think this is you doing the Tower. This is, and for me, this is also a card of Scorpio, the Tower. But Page of Wands, you're sending the message that, yeah, that was nice. That was a good time, but it's over. So, you know, whatever stuff I was putting up with in the past, whatever I was, you know, saying, all right, I can handle it. Not anymore. Like, that's done-za-rooney, because you getting your stability, and you have this Ace of Pentacles back here, and the whole thing is freeing you up, because you're not going to do this hot and cold stuff anymore. So give me, oh, that was quick. People are getting Unicate. This is like good stuff. This is like a super pretty one. Decisions, expressions, and releasing. It's time that what is underlying a situation will soon be revealed. Once the cause is recognized, release and healing will begin. Okay. You know what? I do want one more on this. I do. Sorry. I know some signs get more than others, but I feel like Unikite, we kind of did the duh part. This is like you need the good part. Fertility, abundance, expansion. Signifies you'll find the necessary strength and creativity to realize the changes you need to make. Call upon your deep innate strengths to clear the path ahead. Yeah, okay. You have got the choices to make, and you're going to make the calls and move ahead. So that is what I have for the end of February. And until then, I'll talk to you later.